What's up, guys? It's your boy S Dub, and it's time to murder some boredom tonight. So it's midnight, late. My sink in my bathroom, it's all clogged up. My wife, she tried to plunge it. It kind of helped, but it really didn't. A friend of mine, he suggested do Drano. Personally, I don't believe in doing Drano in your sinks, just for the simple fact of the Drano only can go with the flow of water, and that means if you have a clog somewhere where there is no flow of water, but it stops the operation of your pipe, it'll clog it, and you just pretty much just pouring Drano down the drain to waste it. So what I like to do is take apart the P trap and actually take the pipes apart and clean them. So enough jaw jacking. Let's get it. Alright, now we're gonna crack this seal down here. Not quite sure what to expect. Alright. Hopefully it just don't spew out all crazy. Alright. There it is. No, and it stinks. Okay. Well, it's definitely clogged. So I'm assuming it's the P trap because it's only there. But it looks like it's not really clogged. But gonna clean it out, clean the P trap and the deck out. Alright, we're gonna pop this seal too. Well, before I completely take it off, I'm gonna stick a screwdriver in, see if it's clogged or not. Alright, so I stuck the screwdriver in and there's definitely some gunk in there. So I'm disconnecting my drain. This is basically when you pull the little valve behind the neck of the sink. It basically goes up or down, which are open and close your drain plug. So pull this out. Yeah, there's gunk in there. So Drano wouldn't have worked anyway. Oh yeah. You can see in there, all up in there, there's crap in there. So this has to come out and get cleaned itself. That's if I can get all of this out. How's this one adhered? Let's see how it looks. Okay. So this goes all the way up. Okay, so we're gonna slip this grommet down. Okay. So what it looks like is I must come up top and use a razor blade to clear the seal that's holding the top half of this up. So let me get a razor blade. Okay, now that I have everything disconnected at the bottom, this is the hardware right here that works this mechanism down here. I should be able to pull it out. Yeah, see, Drano wouldn't have been able to stop that. And if you can, there's definitely a clog in there. So might not have to completely take it apart.
Oh, it's not a clog as much as there's just crap in there. So I'm gonna get a pot to collect the water. I'm gonna run water through it, and that'll be good enough to clear out the pipe. So all I'm doing, run some water in here. That's pretty much it. You can't really see nothing. The light's not really doing it justice, but it's clear. Let's see. Yep. See all of that gunk that was clogged in there. So what I use is actually a combination of 7 capfuls, 7 of these capfuls of water, and then I top it off with the rest of this stuff. Law's totally awesome. It's a all-purpose cleaner. It's amazing. As seen on TV, tends to be on most of their products, tends to be 2 thumbs up. And I use Dawn Platinum. And what I do is I use this particular bottle, the Lysol spray bottle. And the reason I do that is so when I'm cleaning in pipes and sinks, it foams it up. And that helps break down any particles that's in the sink or in the pipes. It's pretty awesome. I like it because it foams it up really good. And what that does is it helps break down the material. And the reason I use Dawn, there's really not a set amount. I just squirt some in there, a healthy amount I say. And that's just to help it sud. I use this particular nozzle attachment because it foams no matter what cleaning substance you put in there. It foams it up, and as you see, now I'm going to let that drip. And what that's going to do is assist on breaking down material. I use the Dawn Platinum because it claims 48 hours stuck on food right there. So it does work pretty good if you let it soak, especially when you mix it with this. This is a bleach alternative. It's amazing. And now I'm going to let that drain. I actually have the pipes, the inside of the pipes. I'm soaking those in the same product. And that's just because there's a lot of material, hair, scum that's stuck on the inside the pipes. I'm actually going to let that soak for a while overnight. Tomorrow I have to buy another bottle brush. I'm going to buy a bottle brush and get into the pipe, and that helps break down any material that's stuck. And I'm going to come in here and scrub with a pipe cleaner here, and that helps break down the material that's stuck, because that stuck material is potential catches for future clogs. Here it is, it's just pouring down, dripping. Again, the locations of the clogs was like in here, right there. I'm going to clean this out, and I'm actually going to soak it in there. And the reason that I don't use Drano on the sinks is for this reason right here. You get clogs because this right here goes in there, and the Drano helps break it down, but it doesn't flush it out. So it's easier to just take the sink apart, because it's only a few pipes. Like kitchen sink, bathroom sink is always less than 4 feet of pipe, and it's just easier to take it apart if your pipes are done correctly. You just unscrew it and whip it out by a little cleaner and a little scrubbing, and it's bam, good to go. Sometimes when you use Drano, it breaks away at your seals. It'll eat away at your seal, and then you'll get a leak. So I prefer to do it this way. This is what I use to clean all of the pipes. So this right here, you want one with a wire neck. The longer the better, due to the length and curves of pipe. But you just shove it in, Give it a few swirls. You see, it's picking up grit, and every crumb piece of grit is a potential catch for hair, whatever goes into a sink. And because this one is a short one, I'm going to come from the bottom. Come from the bottom and do the same step. There we go. Now it's time to put the sink back together. So basically you have that hole there, that's down in there, and you have to line this to go into the pipe this way, and this little nipple right here sticks into the hole from your drain plug. Right there, it plugs into there. So it's a combination of finding it and lining it up. Alright, so it goes in here. You have to spin this to get it right. You want the hole to be perfectly parallel to the hole here. Let's see if I could get a shot for you. Right there, you can see it. Now all I do is line it up. It's not in. Let's turn it a little more. Okay. Now it's lined up when you go up and down. Yep. Lined up good. Now you take this and you have this nipple right here, and that goes into the bottom of your actual pull latch, into the bottom of that. I don't need this anymore. So the easiest way is to stick it in first. Now it's locked in. Now you must find which oval is the correct one to where you can close and open. I believe that one's it. Let's see. That's closed and that's open. Let me pull it. That's closed, open. So when I use the actual lever, it's not opening far enough. So I'm going to drop it down one more. There we go. To that one. Now let's try it. Yeah, that one's a lot better. Alright, so we're going to lock it in. And that's it. Now we're just going to put it back together. You want to make sure this is good and tight so you won't have any leaks. There we go. Up and down. Here we go. Now we line the pipes back up. Alright. This is actually, whoever installed this, it's actually don't fit properly. Fits good enough, but not properly. Okay. You go in like so. I'm gonna have to do it the backwards way. I'm gonna have to slide it all the way up here and there we go. Come on, baby. Gotcha. Normally I would put thread tape down, but I believe it won't leak because it didn't leak before. But if it leaks when I run it, then I'll throw some thread tape in. But I recommend thread tape. Ah, there we go. Make sure you get it to line up. If you don't get the threads in good, that's a potential leak. And the reason it's so hard to line up is just because this is not in. This is too high, the base. There. Let's see if we get a leak. We are leak free. And there it is. Catch you in the next one.